Have you ever had the thought of, unlovable? Maybe it came after a hurtful rejection, or maybe it's just something you've carried since childhood. But if you've ever felt unlovable, I want you to know that that feeling isn't the truth of who you are. It's a story that you've learned about yourself. And today we're going to talk about where that story comes from, how it shows up in your relationships, even today, and how you can begin to rewrite it. So, where does this belief come from? Where does it stem from? Well, for a lot of us, we can easily pinpoint it. It started from my childhood. It started from my experiences of being neglected, rejected, abandoned, abused. What we see time and time again is that inconsistent parents or caregivers, emotional neglect, or experiencing constant belittling, criticism. These are big things that create this belief. And what happens is that even when we're grown adults and we're far away from those voices from the past, any form of rejection in adulthood reinforces that silent, that hidden belief that you have about yourself. There's a powerful quote that shares that children who are not loved for who they genuinely are often grow up believing that they're unlovable. For instance, if you were always praised for your achievements, your output, the things that you did, that was up to their standard, up to their approval, then right now you may be a full-grown adult and still contributing your worthiness to your output, to your actions, to how other people receive that. Now, let's talk about some of the ways that this shows up in our relationships. Well, a few signs that you know that this is seeping through is that you settle for less than you deserve. Maybe you're settling for the bare minimum. Another sign is that you may be constantly overgiving of yourself, your time, your resources, your energy in the hopes of earning your worth within that friendship or that relationship. Maybe you sabotage healthy, good relationships because you fear that eventually they're going to leave. They're going to see who you really are and they're not going to want to stay. You're unlovable. That's what you tell yourself. So that's that fear. So sometimes you may even run away and sabotage that relationship before anything even happens. Attachment theory shows us that insecure attachments, the root of that is from not feeling safe or loved in your childhood. So now let's talk about 3 ways that you can start to rewrite this narrative that you have of yourself, about yourself. Number 1 is I want you to separate fact from feeling. Just because you may feel unlovable, just because you've been made to think that you're unlovable, doesn't mean that you are. And it does take consistently repeating to yourself and grounding yourself in understanding that facts aren't feelings and telling yourself, okay, this is the story, the narrative that my fear is telling me. It's not the truth of my worth. And what happens is over time, your brain starts to rewire itself to make those connections to understand how you are actually worthy instead of looking consistently for the connections that tell you you're not worthy. Number 2, a way to practice receiving without giving anything in return. It's okay to accept compliments, to accept kindness from others, even in small, simple ways. Number 3, I want you to surround yourself with safe love. See, as adults, now you get to choose who you have around you. You get to choose your family, your friends. You get to choose the family that you create, your friends that you have around. You get to choose that. So surround yourself with people who reflect your worth back to you, who uplift you, who motivate you, who encourage you. Because what we forget is that healing doesn't happen in isolation. See, when we're upset, sometimes we isolate. Maybe when you're hurt, you isolate. I just want to be by myself. But healing happens in connection, safe, healthy connections, not in isolation. If you've ever felt unlovable, I want you to hear me right now, please, and understand that you are not broken. You are not unlovable just because someone has said that over your life. That belief, that's a wound. That's not your identity. And with self-awareness, compassion for yourself, and healthy connections that you can cultivate, it's a wound that you can heal from. What's one thing you wish someone would have told you when you were struggling with your self-worth? Let me know in the comments below. And if this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, don't forget to subscribe, like, or comment down below any questions you have for me. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope this spoke to you, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.